Soviet-style weapon that's made in the USA. Affordable, plus a no-questions-asked 30-day money-back guarantee and lifetime replacement warranty. StrikeHardGear.com. Go ahead. Pull the trigger.
Straight Talk with Matt Hazley. Every Monday and Friday, 9 p.m. Central Time. Only on Armed Radio Global.
All right, welcome back, folks. Thank you for joining me this morning. Remember, this Wednesday night on the air welcomes Rick Cadets as we talk about his brand new company that he's going to be launching. I've got his product right here in front of me. It's Coxswain Beard Oil. I've got the Speakeasy right now that he sent me, and it is phenomenal. My beard is nice and soft, smells great. Ladies love it. He'll be on first part of the show, talk about his new company and what's going on with that. And then the second half of the show, James Wire is joining me live. He's Meathead Munchies. If you haven't gone to YouTube and liked his channel, do that, and you'll get weekly updates of all his videos. And he's a lot of fun. He'll come on, high energy. He'll come on and talk about what's going on with his company and how it's advanced. That's the first time we talked, because when the first time we talked, he was just starting out. Now it's the production is getting a lot better on his videos, and it's looking good. It's a lot of fun. So he'll be on Wednesday night. The other lineup of shows, I don't know why my tongue stops working. I'm wide awake now. It's probably too much coffee. That might be it. The other shows we have here on Armed Radio Global, of course, are starting out this afternoon, the Lynn O Show. She comes on at 8 o'clock Eastern, and immediately following her show, which is filled with a lot of fun guests, and she knows a lot of people in the entertainment industry, so it's always fun to listen to her show. It's got some great insight. Very entertaining. I always try to catch Lynn O. Well, of course, football season's coming up, so I'll have the game on in the background. I'll be listening to Lynn O on Armed Radio. Right after her show, of course, the first dose of Straight Talk with Matt Hazley as he talks about conspiracy theories and alien abductions and all sorts of fun stuff. And he's really got a cool show. And he kind of covers the broad spectrum. Of course, tonight I bet you he'll be talking about the Open and Tiger Woods' return. And I watched the Open just to watch Tiger Woods, and I'm kind of glad that he was playing kind of like I play, in the rough, overshooting greens. So I'm sure Matt will have an opinion about that. His show starts at 9 o'clock Central Standard Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. And then, of course, Tuesday night, Villanistima comes on 8 o'clock Eastern for Talk Time with Val, the hot spot for the hot topics. And she'll be on for a couple of hours. And then right after her show on Tuesday, I don't think we have anything lined up right now. I know we had one show. The last I heard, one show was dropped from the lineup. So the next time we're on is Wednesday with a live or a radio show, an actual radio show called Suspense. Now, you can go to armedradioglobal.com or armedtanks.net and get the times, but I believe that Suspense comes on at 6 p.m. Central, so that's 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's on for a couple of hours. And then, of course, Rick and Tara and their new show comes on right prior to mine. And they come on at 8 Central, 9 Eastern, and then On the Air with Mike Allen comes on with 10 o'clock Central, 11 o'clock Eastern. And then Thursday, Villanistima comes back on for her second part of her show, Talk Time with Val, to finish up whatever she got started talking about on Tuesday, of course. And then right after her, Joe Savino, Jacqueline, the dog, Joey D, and all the gang comes together for Night Talk with Joe Rocks. Yeah, that's a fun show. If you haven't listened to that show, it's #1 rated show ever. Of course, someone out there might disagree with that, but it's a fun show to listen. It's my favorite show. I listen to all the shows when I can, but that show's the most interesting to me because it's a bunch of friends just talking, really. And that's good radio. That's good radio. And then Friday we close it out with more Straight Talk with Matt Hazley, and he sends us off to the weekend. So stick around for all the great shows here on Armed Radio. It's been a pleasure coming to you this morning. I know it's tough to get up on a Monday morning. You got to go to work. You got things to do. I, of course, have a full day today and tomorrow. So as soon as I get off the air, I got to go, get myself prepared for the day. And that's always fun. In the week, this is one of my full weeks. But I'll be on Wednesday night, and it's going to be a lot of fun. James, if you've never listened to went to Meathead Munchies, I encourage you, go to YouTube and just type in Meathead Munchies and watch his videos. They are a hoot. He is high energy would be an understatement. The guy's off the chain, and he really gets it going. He's got a lot of followers and very entertaining. Always glad to have him on the show. He's very high energy. So the show Wednesday is going to just be about fun. I'm going to get off the serious stuff. Of course, we're heading into the football season, so in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have our pontificators on here. Look forward to having John Montez come join me again live on the air. Also, Cowboy Nate will return, and we'll talk about the 2014 football season and our predictions. So looking forward to that. So I might even set up something online so people can put their own picks in there, and we can talk about that. Of course, he may or may not be listening right now, but professional wrestler Jack Jameson fought Scott Summers last night for Anarchy Pro Wrestling, and during the match, Scott lit a couple of chairs and some pieces of wood in the middle of the ring on fire and body slammed my friend Jack Jameson through the fire. And of course, he's a little sore today. He's got some sunburn on his face as he's flying back to Florida. He's from Florida, so I hope he recovers. He, of course, lost that match by pinfall. It was a hardcore barbed wire match, so they got down and dirty. I don't know if you've ever been to an Anarchy wrestling show, but they got down and dirty. And Jack's a good professional wrestler. I've known him for some time. He's been in my van as we've gone to shows when I was doing the pro wrestling circuit as a ring announcer. And he's a good guy. He's a good wrestler. And he now lives in Florida. So he just sent me a message. So I hope he gets home in one piece. He says he's a little bit of pain. And I guess anytime you get slammed through a flaming window, or a flaming table in the middle of the ring, that's going to hurt. And Anarchy wrestling is like the hardcore wrestling. So they do a lot of that kind of stuff, bricks and mortar, tables and chairs. This was a barbed wire match where they replaced the ring ropes with barbed wire and went in and tossed each other around. And then they gave the fans staples. So if you get thrown outside the ring, the fans could run up with a staple gun and put staples in you. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anarchy wrestling here in Austin. They run down at the Mohawk. That's an eclectic crowd. I've been to a few of their shows, and I kind of stay up in the balcony so I can look over the whole crowd, because the whole crowd is part of the show. So, but Jack, speedy recovery, my friend. Hopefully all your burns and scrapes and stuff will heal, and you'll be back in action. And if you're listening right now, I think he is. If you're listening right now, shoot me a text and let me know when you're back in town. I'll go buy you a beer for that one. I did not make it to the show last night, but it was posted up all over Facebook. I like to go to that show, but it's next Sunday. We got Inspire Pro, which is another local professional wrestling company here in town. And if you like pro wrestling, independent pro wrestling is so much better than the WWE right now. It's crazy. But if you're in the Austin area, if you're just whatever area in the country you're in, you can just search independent pro wrestling on Google, find out a local show, go support it. If you like pro wrestling, if you're watching WWE and TNA and all that stuff on TV, and you just like to go get intimate and see a really good wrestling show, find a good promotion around where you're at. They're all over the country. They're independent wrestling promotions. And those promotions will, they're entertaining. They're a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun to watch. So, highly encourage it. Of course, my schedule for August is pretty full. I've got on August 8th, I'll be up in Belton, August 7th and 8th for Chasm Elite. And, of course, they'll be running an MMA show out of the Bell County Expo Center. They got like 15 bouts right now on the schedule. Of course, that's subject to change. Once we get through weigh-in, hopefully all the fighters are working out right now to get in shape, to get weighed in. And then I fly out to El Paso for Enlightened Warriors on the 30th out there at the El Paso Convention Center. And that's going to be a lot of fun. That's my first long travel trip for MMA, so that'll be cool to fly out there and do that show. And, of course, the 23rd, I'm on standby for PCG out of San Antonio, and I'll be going to that show, but one of my fellow ring announcers, Jeff Houston, who is where I aspire to be. Of course, he can't be everywhere, so hopefully, I'll get picked up by some of the promotions around the area. But he's a very good ring announcer, and I look up to him. He doesn't know me personally. I've never had a conversation with him, but I've used his story as an inspiration for my career as it's going right now. So he's a very good ring announcer, and I'll be checking him out at PCG. Of course, Legacy Fight Group is this weekend. And Legacy Fight Group is another professional MMA group that's nationwide. So a lot of stuff happening with that, and I'm pretty excited about it, fired up about it. And hopefully by the end of the year, every weekend will be filled, and I'll have more stories from the road. And it's going to be a new segment here on the air with Mike Allen, is Stories from the Road. As I talk about my experiences as a ring announcer in MMA, and if I ever do pro boxing or pro wrestling again, which I don't see that happening, but if I do get a call from a promotion, and it looks like they're a decent promotion and I can do them some good, I'll go out there and check it out. I certainly will go see Inspire Pro next weekend. I'm going to support that promotion. They do it right. They got it figured out. They got a huge following. Their venue is awesome. It's inside and air-conditioned, which is always good. So we'll go check them out. Well, thank you very much for joining me this morning. Again, make sure you tune in to all of our Armed Radio Global shows throughout the week. And it's been fun getting up in the morning. Coffee's kicked in now. Now I got to go vacuum or do laundry or something just to keep the momentum going. We'll see you Wednesday night. I'm Mike Allen. You've been listening to the Armed Radio Global Network. And this has been Monday Morning Brew. See you Wednesday.